the camp of Alan Peter Cayetano won dahil napakinggan po ang 18 ex-soldiers. Kasi ayaw nila ng Marines, ex-soldiers, ayaw rin ng ex-soldiers, gusto naman nila ngayon kargador or basurero. But nevertheless, they have testified. No? They should have tried their best to cross-examine and talk to them sana, nakialam. See, without these testimonies or yung nailahad, yung statement ng mga 18 Marines, hindi natin alam eh. We are all in limbo. Gusto po na talaga natin makinig. Yan lang naman talaga ang pinaglalaban. And in this particular situation, we already won. Now, as to the issue of the statement of the IBP, tapos meron daw, allegedly, merong conflict of interest yung isa doon sa IBP head, no? And at the same time, automatic agad ang president recognizing the new, allegedly, the new Senate majority. These are all parang, nakikita ko, parang it's a sort of conspiracy eh. It is an action by yung parang talaga ang may hawak nito is ang Malacanang. In fact, I agree with the statement of Senator Peter Aletan Cayetano. It is the Senate of the Malacanang. Itong sila Gatchalian na camp.
Ano pong basa po ninyo dito sa ginawa po na dyan po sa Senado ngayon?
Yes, Admar. Kasi ano ang IBP kasi, yung organization namin for which kami pong mga about 78,000 lawyers plus, no? Under kami sa IBP. And ang IBP kasi, it's non-partisan yan siya, Mar. Hindi talaga yan siya dapat nakialam sa mga ganitong bagay, no? Now, although, pwede po ito magsalita, no? Yung mga constitutional issues, legal issues, but dapat sana, sa situation na ito, medyo dapat sila ng konting, nag-atras muna sila because it created more a division, no? Public confusion. Kasi nga, both camps are saying na hindi nga pwede, yung isa hindi pwede ang 22 na ibaba sa 22, ang camp naman ni Alan Peter Cayetano is that it's 24 pa rin, no? Which I support, no? Kasi binasok po natin soon sa mga analysis. In fact, ang JMC law headed by Dean Torion, for which I also agreed, nagawa rin nga kami ng manifesto na indeed hindi nga applicable. So sana po yung personal opinion, no, ng mga national, hindi dapat sila nag-create ng statement. Gumawa na lang sana sila ng personal opinion nila as in their own personal capacity. Kaya nga, marami poong pumalag, no? At magsabing, I disagree, one of whom ako yun, hindi talaga dapat yung ginawa. And besides, yung mga governors po ng kanya-kanyang lugar, hindi man lang po tinanong ang chapter presidents, no? Maselan po kasi na issue na magawa ka ng ganyang statement na nakakapag-confuse sa publiko. Ang gulo-gulo na nga. Hindi naman nakatulong, no? Sana ako ang restraint sinabi nila, antayin na lang ang Supreme Court pag mag-decide kung ano ba talaga, mas mabuting ganon, no? Nangyari ngayon is that it appears, although yun ang statement ng ilan, ng governors, ginamit kasi as ang logo ng IBP as an official statement. Hindi po dapat yun, kasi hindi naman boses ng lahat yun, hindi po boses lahat ng abogado yun. At as I said, nagkaroon hinoon ito ng confusion. Ginamit tuloy, first lang yun, hindi po yun voice po ng lahat ng abogado sa Pilipinas.
Opo, nabanggit mo na ginamit na, nagsalita ng IBP, pero una sa mga kiniklaim niya na kumbaga ginawa niyang parang naging backup niya, nagpapatunay na tama yung ginawa nila is ito nga pong Malacanang, ganun din po yung House of Representative. Pero para po sa kaalaman ng lahat po, no, attorney, ano ba ang sinasabi lalo na doon sa laging kino-quote itong sa Avellino versus
Yes.
Cuenco. Tama, no?
Yes, Avellino versus Cuenco.
Oo, Avellino versus Cuenco. Ano ba ang tamang interpretasyon dito sa pag-aaral nyo po? Considering ito'y naganap 1949 ata, based sa 1935 Constitution po, attorney.
Opo, yung kasi pangyayari na yan, I tried to analyze it and I found the difference between 1935, 1973, at 1987 Constitution. So I will just base it between 1935 and 1987 Constitution. Kasi sa 1935 Constitution, nakalagay doon at they shall elect the Senate President. No? Period. Yun lang po sabi ng 1935 Constitution. pagdating po sa 1987 Constitution, ang nakalagay po doon, they shall elect the Senate President, the majority of all the members of the Senate. So, ibig sabihin po, 13 talaga. So, in that sense, yung Abilino versus Cuenco kasi, hindi pa talaga yun siya unanimous decision ng Anbank, ng gulo, is that it was decided during the time na 1935, no? And ang sitwasyon noon, medyo rin magulo, no? And while it is a Supreme Court decision, it cannot be applied here today because nga sa bago na po yung ating 1987 Constitution, meron na po nakalagay dyan na all members of the Senate, no? And besides, at the same time, yun pong ating Supreme Court, no, yung issue naman na ng political question doctrine na dapat hindi daw mag-interfere, there is one dean who said na hindi daw dapat mag-interfere ang Supreme Court. Hindi yung pwede kasi broader na po yung powers ng Supreme Court ngayon to entertain and decide on this rather a constitutional issue na very, very sensitive, no? For which dapat po talaga, tingnan no, what's happened ngayon, nagkaroon na empathy in the sense that 12-12, no? Wala pa mang lumipat na isa. Allegedly, may isa daw. But what I'm trying to say is, nagkakaroon tuloy ng gulo. Ang point yan kasi is that, ang lowering lang naman ng, lowering lang po ng 24-22. Pero, tingnan mo, you look at the bigger picture. Kasi ang problema nila, they focus on that only. But looking at the circumstances right now, is that from the filing of cases and the administration's involvement, no, nag-dip sila ng fingers dito. Ang prosecution is ang lower house is under the, sabi nga ni Alan Peter Cayetano, is HOR ng Malacanang. They are all in this particular situation in preventing the testimony of the 18 Marines. Yun lang naman talaga ang issue doon kasi hindi nga pinapatawag. Kaya nga si Senator Bato del Rosa, he made this sacrifice, no, risking his life and safety just to get the 13 para po talaga mabuksan ulit ang ma-open ang mga committees at makapag-open ang Senate Blue Ribbon Committee. At nangyari nga po, no? And I said, now, everything has been done. In that particular battle, no, the camp of Alan Peter Cayetano won dahil napakinggan po ang 18 ex-soldiers. Kasi ayaw nila ng Marines, ex-soldiers, ayaw rin ng ex-soldiers, gusto naman nila ngayon kargador or basurero. But nevertheless, they have testified. No? They should have tried their best to cross-examine and talk to them sana, nakialam. See, without these testimonies or yung nailahad, yung statement ng mga 18 Marines, hindi natin alam eh. We are all in limbo. Gusto po na talaga natin makinig. Yan lang naman talaga ang pinaglalaban. And in this particular situation, we already won. Now, as to the issue of the statement of the IBP, tapos meron daw, allegedly, merong conflict of interest yung isa doon sa IBP head, no? And at the same time, automatic kaagad ang President recognizing the new, allegedly the new Senate majority. These are all parang nakikita ko, parang it's a sort of conspiracy. It is an action by, yung parang talaga ang may hawak nito is ang Malacanang. In fact, I agree with the statement of Senator Peter Aletan Cayetano. It is the Senate of the Malacanang. Itong sila Gatchalian na camp.
Opo. Isa rin ngayon sa sentro ng debate ay ito daw pong coercive power, jurisdiction na beyond na raw. Kapag ikaw ba'y nakakulong o di kaya ay nagtatago, beyond na ba yan? Kaya isasubtract na lang, aalisin na lang yan doon sa equation kasi ito lang yung pwede. Ano ba ang patakaran po dyan, attorney?
Mabuti na tanong po din yan, Sir Admar. Kasi merong isang former justice who said that since yung mga nakakulong, let's start with the nakakulong muna, yung nakadetain, is that they cannot practice their profession, they cannot do their job kung temporarily kasi because nga yung liberty nila curtailed, no, and citing a case on that, no. However, in that particular case, no, hindi naman sinasabi ng Supreme Court na hindi ka na member ng Congress. Yun daw ang point you're still a member of the Congress and the Constitution is still clear that members of the Congress po ang basihan po para magkaroon ng quorum. So, ibig sabihin, we have to follow. Makapaggalaw, restricted na ang movement mo, hindi ka na member ng Congress. Totoo, hindi siya makapag-vote. Okay. Assuming hindi siya payagan ng Sandigan Bayan si Jigo Estrada, but he would try to file a motion to allow him to attend. But of course, he will not be allowed. Siguro yung voting, siguro yung pag-participate sa proceedings, maybe hindi siya pwede. However, he is still a member of the Congress. So, ang quorum pa rin pag-uusapan natin, 13 pa rin. Now, with respect po kay Senator Bato de la Rosa, he is still here in the Philippines. Dapat sana, yung effort naman sana, pinadalhan po ng siya ng subpoena or subpoena notice na meron po proceedings. Now, kung hindi po siya magboto, di forfeited yung pagboto niya. But he still remains as a member of Congress, Senate, and therefore, counted pa rin siya. So, ibig sabihin po, 34 pa rin ang basis, which is ang majority or ang quorum niyan is 13. Ganun lang po ka-basic po, Sir Admar, no? Pag-identify ng solution on this rather peculiar situation that we are having right now.
Ang hindi lang po pwede, which is yun din yung nabanggit doon sa Avellino versus Cuenco, is yung outside jurisdiction ng bansa. Tama ba, Atty.?
Yes po. Yes po, kasi you are not in the Philippines. You are outside the country. So, ibig sabihin, para po yung kung nasa abroad ka, gawa ka na affidavit doon, hindi pwede. You have to go to the embassy. So, marami pa nga issues yan kasi what if this, yung taga nasa labas, supposedly may isang nasa labas, and nag-asali siya doon ng session through Zoom, if allowed, tapos doon siya sa embassy. He is now in a Philippine jurisdiction. Marami pang issues yan, but that is not covered doon. But I'm trying to say, no? So yun lang po ang ibig sabihin, if you're not within the territorial jurisdiction of the Philippines. In fact, in the Avellino versus Cuenco case, one of the senators na may sakit noon, si Soto, yung lolo yata ni Tito Sen, was in the hospital, but he was included in the numbers because nasa Pilipinas siya, although he was not there physically to attend the proceedings, di ba? So, klaro po, no? If we will try to look at it, it's more of outside the territorial jurisdiction of the Philippines. But nevertheless, that is the time that they excluded, no? Pero actually nga, hati pa nga yun that kind of opinion talagang binara po, no, si Justice Moran, whom one of our idols na dating justice, sabi niya, talagang 24 is 24, 13 talaga ang quorum, wala na pong distinction. Now, maganda po siya i-test, no? But however, in this particular session kasi, pinilit kasi sir, in a sense na walang judicial confirmation, no? In the sense that this could have been asked, no, before they have started doing that. Hindi na nag-attend ng Senate session and everything. They should have asked that and asked for judicial confirmation. But they forced the issue. You know why? Because they really wanted to get the committees back. And especially the Senate Blue Ribbon Committee. Yun lang po pinag-aawayan dyan. Kaya nga, always I said in my interviews and in my post that the battle on this particular area wherein napakinggan na po natin yung 18 Marines, yun na po yun. Nanalo po tayo in this particular battle, no? Ang camp ni Alan Peter Cayetano. Although, sabi nga natin, mapapalitan siya kay may lilipat at everything, doesn't matter anymore. Because nga, temporary lang naman talaga ang expected nila na mangyayari, no? So, having said that, the issue of, tama po kayo, yung nasa outside the country, that is the basis where the Supreme Court could have agreed na i-lower down natin. Pero, I think with the present situation in the 1987 Constitution, I think that would no longer matter because klaro po sa 1987, 24 po members ng Congress ang bilang para magkaroon ng mag-determination for a quorum which is 13.